But it says this about this city coming from heaven, coming from God. It says in verse 11, having the glory of God, her light was like the most precious stone, like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. And also she had a great and a high wall with 12 gates and 12 angels at the gates, and names written on them, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So keep in mind that each of these 12 gates, there are 3 gates on each side. Each of those will have the names of one of the tribes of the children of Israel. Says verse 13, 3 gates on the east, 3 gates on the north, 3 gates on the south, and 3 gates on the west. In other words, if you want to kind of have an understanding of what that is, just look at Numbers chapter 2. That'll give you a little bit of a clue. But then it says this, now verse 14, now the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and on them were the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. So understand that within this city you have 12 gateways, and on the gateways you have 12 foundations, which are like steps going into that. So on the arches is what? The names of the 12 tribes. On the foundations are the names of the 12 apostles. Now, here's the thing. When you come to Scripture, and I think it's important to look to Scripture to determine what is what, that initially keep in mind that before there were 12 tribes, there were what? There were 12 children. You know that. I mean, the tribes, each child would become a tribe in itself. But initially what happens is this, that there are these 12 children that are there given to Jacob. And it says this, let me read this to you, in Numbers chapter 35, beginning in verse 22. It says this, at the very end of verse 22, it says this, now the sons of Jacob were 12. So now we see there's 12 sons. And it says this, the sons of Leah were Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. The sons of Bilhah, Rachel's maid, were Dan and Naphtali. The sons of Zilpah, Leah's maid servant, were Gad and Asher. These were the sons of Jacob who were born to him in Padan Aram. And so now we see that initially what happens is God has raised up 12 sons. Now these sons would do what?